is Dallas Globe. We have Danny Martain here from Geekletes. How are you doing?
I'm learning every day. Thank you so much for allowing us to be able to have the opportunity to talk.
Of course. We're excited to have you. So tell us what we should expect from this Madden 2020 release party today.
One is to be able to build a community. So individuals like that of Dion or 10K, they have influence. They can help bring traffic to Madden, exposure to Madden. And we want to be able to utilize the space as a hub for Madden on an everyday, every week basis. So if we do events from a release party, individuals get to test the game, they get to see the components, and they also get to be able to compete with their friends. So we're looking to be able to build a culture, a community of individuals who like a certain game and utilize this as a way for them to know that on a particular day, they can come here and be able to compete with their friends. As an esports organization, amongst a plethora of esports organizations out there, we pride ourselves on culture and community building. That's what keeps us alive. That's what keeps our community supporting us. So we want to make sure that we know exactly how to be able to build the communities, not only in Madden, but on several different fronts in regards to esports.
So who should we see come through here today? I hear some big names out there.
Yeah, so for sure. So Deion Sanders Jr., a really good Madden player. And so we're not looking at, yes, and it's very interesting, right? So really good. And I know Madden players, I know professional Madden players. I know the actual industry. So when they vouch for him, it lets me know okay, this is cool. Because if we just interact with individuals who have just influence and they are not gamers, then our community will look at us like, all right, you're trying to exploit us.
Right.
So we really want to make sure that we involve individuals who are actually passionate about what they do, and they just may have a lot of influence. So we really did our due diligence and being able to know individuals that compete. So like 10K perspective, he likes Fortnite.
He is so big on making sure he connects and engages with his fans. I really like that. So that's awesome.
For sure.
So what gave you the idea, or where were you when you were like, let me create an esports arena? This is huge.
Yes, for sure. Well, one, we knew we created a platform, and I knew to create a technology platform for tournament hosting, and that started around college, around 2009, 2010. So at that moment, we recognized all right, this industry is about to go big. So we wanted to make sure that we were diligent and just not trying to go too fast, but spend more time actually learning and making sure that we make the right decisions when it comes down to the growth of the actual industry. And then we knew as we started to build out our space and smaller areas that the actual space was starting to get really big and crowded, and we knew we needed a bigger space. And so we really how does that look? And we started to see individuals like Jerry Jones and Mark Cuban and Neil Lehman and started investing in esports arenas. And at this time, we were already doing it. They just had the capital and the resources to do it on a bigger scale. So we actually let them do it, learn a lot from them, and actually seeing what exactly they didn't do right, and started incorporating it inside of here. So now we can be able to compete.
Like you said, we learn every day.
We learn every day.
So how do you want, you kind of did, but how do you want Geekletes to stand out among the rest? Because we do have a lot of different esports arenas in the U.S., but in Arlington, we have the biggest one in the United States so far.
Yeah, so far. Right? Yeah, it's good learning lesson, right? That's some good insight for you. That's epic. I'm proud. Yeah.
So how do you want y'all to stand out? How is Geekletes going to stand out among the biggest esports arena in the United States that's just 30 minutes away?
Culture and community. When you have a big, and no shade, because we are actually the ability to help fuel larger esports arenas, but when you have a large esports arena, you are looking for large events. Typically when individuals starting off, they're not going to have 100 attendants in the tournament. They're not going to have 1,000 attendants in the tournament. They may have 10 or 20. And we have to be able to build that ecosystem so they can have all the resources, so they can grow one day to 100 to 1,000 individuals. And when they do, they can be able to utilize those resources like the esports stadium in Arlington. We just really want to be able to focus in on the organic grassroots scene, because that's what we feel closely connected to.
So earlier you told me of a little bit of different things you have going on. So besides gaming, what else what can we expect out of the Geekletes esports arena?
Content creation. So we're in a world right now where young individuals love content, right? Mm-hmm. They emerge in content. You guys are a content platform, right?
Viral.
Everything is going viral, right? So we wanted to be able to provide those resources to individuals. And this is not a philanthropic play for us to come in the southern sector of Dallas. Right. We know that culture breeds entertainment, and entertainment is everything for individuals. And so we wanted to be able to tie that into esports. And so when it comes down to it, we know that we can give all the necessary equipment that most individuals would not have the ability to attain. And we know we wanted to be able to take their natural content creation up 10 steps by letting them come into an environment where they can not only use our equipment, but they can also interact with other like-minded individuals.
That is awesome. That's awesome. I love that. So I've been getting rumors. So I was way too excited for this interview, so
Yes.
I told a little bit of people, and they're like, "You should expect a video game from him."
Yeah,
Should I?
for sure.
Should?
Yeah, for sure.
What kind? What is it gonna be like? What is it? Shooting, driving?
I'm weird, right?
Oh, right.
So for me, it's like I like stories, right? You say it right. I like stories. You know, sometimes you just like the beautiful creation of what somebody can be able to take from their mind and put it into a game, and you follow their journey. Esports for us is a journey. I would love to be able to create a game via that of the journey of entrepreneurship into esports. You know, that allows somebody to be able to follow through that process. But I don't know if a lot of people want to pay for that game because it's not going to be high
Honestly,
expense.
I'm a Sims gamer,
Yes.
and people
Perfect. Okay, there you go.
People act like I'm not a gamer because I like Sims. No, I like to create my world.
Yes,
I like
for
to know,
sure,
and I like
for
to
sure.
adventure. Man,
For
we got
sure.
this. Go ahead, I get it.
Understandable, right? Now, from an entertainment aspect, you know, being able to create games with high engagement, high intensity, and very high competitiveness. That's really, really critical. I like watching games. You know, when I'm watching actual Twitch, and a lot of individuals right now, from a family perspective, is like, why are my kids watching YouTube, or why are my kids watching Twitch?
I have a 3-year-old who likes to watch other kids open up toys.
Yes,
like,
for sure.
For what?
And I always tell parents, this is cool for me because I say, you know, why do you watch traditional basketball? You know, it's the same dynamic. You like it because you seeing someone on the court that you're like inspired by, and they're doing some dope things that you know that you can't do, right? So a gamer who is watching actual YouTube or Twitch, they're looking at a gamer saying, how can I take notes? And that tells you how smart our youth are becoming. They're able to look, see somebody else unwrapping something, and say, oh man, I should unwrap it like that, you know? Or that'll play a game and they should be able to go and do this. That's really rapid fire movement in regards to the brain and growth. So that's one of the biggest things that we want to be able to show is just content creation is everything.
Learning
Every day.
Alright. So are you needing more staff? Is there anything that you're wanting to put out there that you're saying, hey, y'all come in and like, what are you needing?
Yeah. So the biggest thing for us, we are a business, so we need membership. So when it comes down to it, we want individuals to be able to utilize the opportunities that we have here. From a staffing perspective, we're looking for developers. We're also looking for graphic designers, videographers, production team, because the whole goal for us is to be able to show that we are for the community. We have to be able to represent individuals within this community and show that we're able to send them to different areas for job opportunity. So for us, it's like we're always looking for some of the dopest individuals that we can apply for our company. It's almost like a feeder system for our company, but most importantly, we want to be able to say, bring your esports organization to Texas because the talent is here from all spaces.
And is there an age limit? Because there's some dope 10-year-old players.
For sure. So when we tell individuals that there is an age limit, there's typically 16 to 18, but at this instance, it's not hard to become content creators. Right. As a young individual, you need to be able to start to build your brand. You build your own brand, even though you may work for somebody. I build my own brand, even though I may work for somebody. Building your own brand is essential because that's essentially your resume now. Right. We don't necessarily have resumes. Our resume is our brand. Our resume is our Instagram, right? Exactly. So when it comes down to it, you know, a kid who's looking to be able to get in this industry, they have to start looking about building their own brand, and this is a place that they can be able to do it, no matter how old they are.
That's really awesome. So. It's not open today. Today is obviously the Madden 2020 release party, but when you guys open and are you doing anything the opening date? I've already got my tickets, but I'm going to let you talk about it.
Dope, for sure. So one of the things we want to do is just show that we are community-based. So we want to do a backyard block party where individuals can come out. We'll have the radio out, we'll have barbecue, we'll have the ability to do content and prizes. Basketball court, Red Bull is going to bring their whole big truck to where they have a basketball. We're going to do a 3v3 match. Then we're also going to allow individuals to come inside the building to be able to see all the activations that we have. We'll see all of the tournaments that will be going on, like that of the triple threat, and then also we have a team within ourselves that we're going to be competing with San Antonio, where they're going to travel down here, and you'll be able to see the whole shebang. The cool thing about the actual event is that there will be a panel discussion for for individuals interested in esports, particularly from a parent perspective. We're having esports panels that pick on the career opportunities in panels. So what we're doing is bringing individuals who are really good in their field, whether they're doing videography or any other type of dynamic inside of esports, and they're going to be on panel and talking about those experiences. Also, as I stated earlier, we have around about 6 players that are playing professional right now as an esports competitor. And so we want to be able to bring them back on a panel to be able to talk about their experiences to the crowd, what it's like to be a gamer, how much capital you make, how much hours do you play competing at this, what's your overall fulfillment, and then also the insight of how to do a particular move in a game or actual duck or cover or a strategy. Those insights can be able to give skill sets to that students and then also feel comfortable to the actual parent who's looking to be able to get their kid involved inside of this industry.
That is amazing, Danny. I'm not going to hold you, I'm going to let you go, but I
For
thank
sure.
you so much. So wait, the block party is
August 17th
when does it start?
on 8 o'clock p.m., 8 o'clock a.m.
Okay.
So come on out here at around about 8. So we're going to start everything around about 11, but we want to get individuals as early as we can. You can be able to look at the actual run of show at gc.geekletes.gg. It'll show you every single thing that goes on in regards to that particular day, leading up from the start all the way up to the finish.
Yay, we're excited to have you, and thank you so much for taking the time out today. I can't wait to see what I'm going to witness tonight.
Awesome.
Bye. You have a good day. Thanks.
Thank you.